So, good day everyone. I am Giancarlo Lopez, preparing the lab number 2, Security Plus. So, the first thing to do in the lab activity is the Wireshark. So, the Wireshark is a protocol analyzer. Then, then you can download the Wireshark in its official website, the wireshark.org. So, just download the Wireshark in the website, then choose the stable release 4.0 release the date October 4, 2022. So, after you download, just run the exe file or the installer. So, just next, note 10, next. So, desktop icon, cherry ka lang. Or just click enter and destination folder. Just it depends on you, but I will set on the default settings and install and tap 1.71. Next, so for install, let's wait the installer to finish and just wait until the installer finish. So just click next and reboot now. So we need to reboot the machine to finish the installation of Wireshark. So finish and just wait. So after we finish install the Wireshark, just open it. So this is the GUI or the graphical user interface of the Wireshark. So this is the filtered after filtered text box, and you can also see the filtered type. So the interface is word and external, also the hidden interface. So we will select the Ethernet. So as you can see, there was a process or packets here. So these are the packets with protocols. So if you want to filter protocols here, just type TCP or AT, but there's no TCP port AT available. So yes, so this is the the virtual machine server, which is the server one. So just click to see the information. So this is the information of packet one. So this is section number one, the page ID, then the arrival time, October 17, and also you can also see the internet source, use VMware, and also the protocol. Protocol. This is the source of the packets 192.168.199.24. The destination address is 224.0.0.18. So the virtual router redundancy is here, count number one. Also, you can see the drops of input and output. So the black indicates all packets and TCP error red. So there was no TCP errors happen in our network. So the interval is 1 seconds. You can also select milliseconds, 5 milliseconds. But 1 second is a good interval. And you can also have a wireless. So you can see the traffic, but we use none. So also rule tools and economy, statistical, and wala din siya sa IPv6 statistic. So the 192.168.199.24 is active, and the rate of that server is 0.001, which is 65.52%. First start is 13.206. So close. So the protocols available in the network are BRRP, DHCP. DHCP is in the server, and the version is 4, current protocol 4, IPv4. Then user that data ng source port is 7. Yan. So TCP protocol is also available now in our network. So the 192.168.199.198 is the window machine. So TCP protocol. So let's see this. First port is 492.720. So this is the most commonly used to analyze the protocol in our network. So this is the Wireshark. It's a protocol analyzer. So the second activity in the lab number 2, Security Plus, is the advanced IP scanner. So we can download the IP scanner in the Resolve website of advancedipscanner.com. So just click free download, then it's automatically downloaded. So for me, the advanced IP scanner is already downloaded now in my computer. So just open, then just wait, then select the language. So the language is English. Then just click OK, install, on advanced settings, etc. Next, accept agreement, and extracting files. So IP scanner is 100% already installed in our virtual machine or in our computer. Let's finish. So advanced IP scanner is so let's start to scan the local area network to see the available IP addresses that the virtual machines or the computers use. So let's just wait till the machine's name and IP will be occurred in the table. So 2 alive, 0 dead, and 189 unknown based on the scan. So 19% 3 alive, 6 alive, so as you can see, the 192.168.199.204 is the server 1. Also, the 192.168.199.211 is also the server 1 because this is the IP address and this is the virtual IP address used in Keep Alive. So if we click this, we see the the machine or the server use Apache service, which is the default page for the main server, and then this is the virtual IP address of that server. So it been used in the activity number 4, the server plus, which is the 192.168.199.205 is the backup server, which is also have the 192.168.199.211 virtual IP address. So if we open this in the browser, same to the 211 because this is the virtual IP address and this is the main IP address of the machine. So this is the another server which is the backup and also have the virtual IP address of 211. So we also concluded that the these two machine is same machine but have two IP address, which is the virtual IP address and the main IP address of the machine. So we can also ping this because this machine is in the local area network, and we can also ping this machine because it is the same machine used but it used virtual IP address. So 64, and let's try to ping another machine, which is my main laptop. So let's try to ping this. So we have a connection. So ping is the indication that the that machine is have connection to the another machine. So let's try this Windows 10. So we can ping this because we ping the machine itself. which is the Windows 10. So this is the advanced IP scanner alternative for scanning tools if you don't want to use the Nmap. And also, it's compared to the Nmap, advanced IP scanner use GUI or the graphical user interface instead of terminal user interface, which is the Nmap is we have a lot of commands to scan the network. But in this IP scanner, we will use the buttons to scan, then the tools is already available in the GUI of Advanced IP Scanner. So ngayon, mag-try tayo mag-install ng OpenSSL sa ating Kali Linux machine na nasa VMware natin. So, unang-una, ano nga ba yung OpenSSL or SSL? So, yung SSL is Secure Socket Layer kung saan mas protektado ang ating website kung mayroong itong ganitong protocol or service. Dahil mas nasi-secure yung mga data or authentication ng mga data na binabato ng web server natin. So, ngayon, mas secured nga ito sa hacking attacks kumpara sa walang SSL. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin bago mag-install ng OpenSSL sa ating Kali Linux is mag-update. So ngayon, gagawin natin, install natin yung OpenSSL. So ngayon, naka-install na tayo ng OpenSSL, gagawa tayo ng directory. So, looking tayo ng console. So, yes. So, cd certificates. So, gagawa tayo ng certificates ngayon. So, ngayon, so, five, six. So, enter pen phrase. So, ito na same thing. Ito tayo. Ngayon. Gawin natin is sudo ka. Ngayon, gawin natin is text. Save this content ads and ski apps in this is deploy out the output FTRs. Country age 8 9 nawa So, company, common invention, common learning, yes, good, address, yes, email.com, ang password wala. So ngayon meron na tayong certificates. Pat lang natin. So yun yung certificates natin ng US. Kung na mag-install ng Open SSL sa ating Kali Linux at then din yung process ng pag-decrypt ng password. So ito, begin certificate request, and yung encryption, decrypt, SSL. So ngayon, mag-install tayo ng PartOS sa ating VMware kung saan makukuha natin yung image niya sa official website ng PartOS kung saan meron siyang tatlong mga iba't ibang edition. Home Edition, Security Edition, also meron din sa Raspberry Pi. So dito gagamitin natin Security Edition dahil nga Security Plus yung topic natin. So, gusto lang tayo sabihin nyo. So, hanapin mo lang yung image nyo. Ubuntu, pwede siyang and 64-bit. Next, then punta ka sa directory or folder na gusto mong pag-installan. So dito run mo na lang siya. Install. So, makikita natin yung GUI ng PartOS is similar sa Ubuntu. So, wait lang natin. So, dito, select language, location, Manila. Then, PC. So, ganyan. So dito, select erase this, swap, next, user, next na name of your computer. So, pwede na yun. So dito, login ng tumanti kalabitan as in for the password. Syempre, gusto natin meron siyang security kaya yan, check lang natin yun. So next. So dito yung summary niya. Next lang, install na natin. So dito, tapos na mag-install yung PartOS. kailangan mo lang is restart yung system. So dito, some users home naging JC Lopez home. Ibig sabihin yung PowerOS natin is successfully installed. Kung saan makapansin nyo ang mga tools and services same sa Kali Linux. So for penetration or pen testing din to, for hacking, for cyber security na rin. So dito, sabihin si JC Lopez is yung super user or yung super user ng PowerOS, kung saan yung mga button dito baliktad compare sa Kali Linux, kung saan yung minimize napunta rito sa right side na yellow, yung maximize is nasa gitna, which is yung green, yung X, yung close button is nasa left side. So yun yung pinagkaiba nila sa graphical user interface ng Kali. So yun lang yung pag-install ng Parrot. So ngayon, mag-install tayo ng FTK Imager yung Windows 10 VM here machine. So ngayon, mag-install tayo ng FTK Imager sa ating virtual machine na Windows 10. Saan ginagamit ko para ma-preview yung mga files. So ginagawa yun to sa pag-recover ng data. Kung napapansin nyo. Ngayon, ito natin ngayon itong integer sa ating machine. So dito ka lang mag-download sa website. So ngayon, try natin. Document install. Let's set lang. Next time. Ayan, finish na. Ito ka na. So dito, merong event 3. So dito makikita mamaya yung image. So yung 3 na pinanggalingan ng mga source file or yung nag-decrypt. So ngayon dito, mayroong add evidence item. Tapos ito, add touch device. So dito, select source. Indicate natin yung add evidence item. So dito, physical drive. Ito yung physical na hard drive natin. Logical hard drive, yun yung mga logical drive na hindi namin makuha. So, amin yun sa list ng machine. Pinag o sa task namin yung makita niyan. So, sa image naman, ang image file, tapos yung content folder. So dito, tarin natin yung content folder kasi nga, pagamitin ko lang itong folder dito. Okay. So dito, next lang natin. Okay natin source path. Okay. Finish. Application name. we can dito pala. Wait, is definitely. So ngayon, ito yung 50k meter natin. So, mismo ulit. So dito, meron tayong add evidence and add all attached device. Pero ngayon, mag-create tayo ng image. Kaya, create image list. So dito, physical drive, logical drive, image file, content, update folder, and Famicom device, or yung CD-ROM o DVD-ROM, or yung mga CD. So dito sa physical drive, yung physical drive natin. So, dito yung logical drive, image file, yung mismo image. Then, ngayon, gagamit tayo ng folder. Kaya, pipili natin itong content of folder. So dito, next. Sabi dito, you have chosen to create a logical image of content update folder. So dito, ang gagawin natin. So ngayon, browse natin yung source natin. So, finish. Siyempre, add natin yung destination ng again, forensic. So, dito, sys number 01. One. Ito. Tamang number. Next. So, this post destination is be natin again. Click new folder. So, dito, output na ng ganito. So, dito, mag-set siya ng size. So, kahit ilan ito, ibang bed. Then, ito, finish. So, dito. Finish na siya. Start. So dito na-hash na yung lalaman ng ating source. So ito yung output. So post na natin. So click ulit or pili natin yung summary. Okay. So ito same link sa makikita natin sa folder or sa USB. So, select stop. File. So, same lang. Pinalabasan sa ating in summary. Dito sa output PD1. So ngayon, paano naman natin siya i-open? Okay, close. So dito mag-add ka ng add evidence system or H1T. Punta ka dito sa HPC. Ito. Spot. Ang upload. So, then, pwede natin dito is add or file. So dito natin yung stop cut. So anong gagawin natin? So dito, mas mabilis natin na-access yung evidence dahil na dikit natin yung ilalap niya. So dito, papakita natin yung isang click mo dito yung mga or yung mga repeat. So hindi makita dito rin. So kita natin yung evidence. Yung textual kaya hindi siya nakikita. So dito user administrator, so pwede mo try close mo ulit siya, dito pa rin siya mapupunta, dito pa rin ang output, ganun pa rin. Dito yung file list niya, pwede ka rin talaga tumingin ng evidence 3, yung evidence 3, hindi ka rin tumingin na text value interpreter. Okay. Time, post time, yung naman, pwede ka rin tumingin dito sa properties, text value interpreter, yung properties. Dito, file. So, ganun lang gumamit ng FTK Imager kung saan nag-click natin or nakukuha natin yung natin iyan ng files. Kung saan parang description pa. Restricted text per element. Yung mismo file galing sa source. So dito, papakita natin yung mga reviewer na ginamit ng mga nakapasa sa Security Plus examination or certification, kung saan itong Udemy is the most trusted site to avail these training or reviewers. So dito, maraming mga nakalagay dito mga pwede natin pasukan or pagkunan na ng reviewer. So dito, meron 899 na complete course and exam. So, kung i-open natin sa new tab, makikita natin yung complete details na ito. So, dito, meron siyang course overview na passing the computer exam certification with confidence. Siyempre, with confidence, ibig sabihin, pinatangkilik to ng mga nakapasa na at meron na silang credibility or lakas ng loob na sabihin with confidence na may naipapasa sa ng estudyante. Dito, understand computer security function its component. So, makukuha mo yan sa 2.5 hours of video, 1 practice test, 3 articles, plus resources, and also the certificate accumulation. Yun yung mahalaga. Programming basic security configuration. Nakaano rin siya. Become effective security technician in business environment. So, yun yung main objective ng Security Plus, to secure the business environment or business management system. So dito, meron siya mga feature reviews, pero hindi natin ito mabasahin. Yeah. So dito is nandun sa about. Ito yung parang recommendation nila. So dito, makikita rin natin yung course full course and practice exam, same lang naman sa iba yan. So dito, security plus certification, and same lang course and practice. So dito, ikaw na bahala kung anong pipili mo sa mga offer nila or mga ino-offer ng Udemy na sa tingin mo makakatulong sa'yo sa pagre-review or makakatulong sa'yo na gamitin as your reviewer to pass the exam. So dito, ngayon naman mag-a-avail tayo or papakita natin kung paano mag-avail ng exam voucher sa Security Plus. So dito, pupunta ka lang sa CompTIA store nila. CompTIA Security Plus exam voucher. So dito, so ang exam voucher is $219. So meron dito mga bundle. So dito basic bundle na with learn self-paced learning, merong study guide, meron din pero wala siyang certificate master learn plus lab. So dito meron siyang exam voucher, exam retake voucher. So yung exam voucher yun yung $219. So total price niya $308. Yun yung bundle 1. So dito yung pinaka most popular bundle kung saan may self-paced learning, kung saan may study guides at certificate master practice. So may sa exam naman meron siyang exam voucher and exam retake voucher. So kahit bumagsak ka, pwede kang mag-retake na wala ka nang babayaran sa retake mo. So dito, kung isa-isa mo yung nabibilin, may total daw siya ng 644, pero dito makakamura ka ng 233 na may halagang 411 sa exam prep bundle. So dito naman sa learning bundle, meron siyang self-paced learning na certificate master plus labs, pero wala siyang study guides, certificate practice, dahil nga dito kapag merong kung siguro para sa mga batak na to, sa mga training tools na lang yung inaasam nila. So dito may total siyang 857 kung isa-isa mo siyang bibilin. Pero kapag kinuha siyang bundle, meron lang makakasave ka ng $189 kung saan may total siyang $668. So dito siguro tulad sa ibang sa CH or Certified Critical Hacker Store, ito-cart ka lang dito or create ka ng account kung alam mo na yung bibili mo. So dito, ito na yung Security Plus basic bundle na order mo na $308 na may quantity na 1. So dito, meron tayong payment methods. Di tulad ng sa Certified Ethical Hacker, yung payment methods na is pagka-proceed mo, which is pang professional talaga yan. Compare dito sa payment methods na available na ipapakita nila yung mga alternatives na payment methods bago ka ma-proceed sa checkout. So dito, hindi natin i-ano na yung checkout dahil nga it's $308 kung co-convert natin ngayon sa piso, libo na to. So kapag sa $60 or $100 pa lang, kung convert natin to sa peso, $308 times 59 ka na, which is the conversion of dollar to peso is 18,172 sa bundle na yan. So kapag ipupress natin to, wala akong kapera-pera para ano. So ito lang yung demonstration how to avail exam voucher, which is the 219 isang voucher, pero sa mga bundles, meron siyang 308, 411, 668 kung gugustuhin mo. Nakadepende lang sa'yo kung anong i-avail mo for your advantage. So, yun lang.